Hello and grüß Gott. On this video, we're going to talk about how to reduce rattles and squeaks in your older vehicle. In this case, we're going to be talking about our 1997 Toyota 4Runner, but the same things will apply to lots of different kinds of vehicles. So I think the first thing we're going to talk about is how to quiet down your door seals. So what we've been using is this Zymul leather conditioner for our door seal. The door seal is this part here that goes around its rubber, and some cars have one on the body side and one on the door side as well. And you might be tempted to use Armor All, which is also a very good product, but we have found this particular product, the leather conditioner, actually stays, it helps this stay elastic, and it helps it to be real quiet when you go over in bumps and things. So we have found this to be the ideal product for this particular use. So we'll talk about some of the other things we've done on this truck to quiet it down here next. On items like your interior plastic work, like the door panels and the dashboard and stuff, they're secured a lot with these little plastic type of fasteners. And a lot of times over a period of years, these will either get broken, damaged, the plasticizers will dry out. Sometimes they just are missing completely. And without those, the whole door panel can shake. So we like to keep all of ours replaced, which we've done on this truck. And also, if you can't get it to go in very easily, you can use a little Krytox lubricant to get the outer part to go in, and then the inside just pops in and holds it into place. So also, you want to check all of your body work for missing screws, anything like that. That's going to help reduce some of the squeaks and rattles inside as well. Some of the interior panels use hidden clips. The clips are actually located on the back of the piece, so you want to make sure it's firmly pressed in. And if it's damaged, you may have to either replace the piece or the clips that go with it. And so now we're going to talk a little bit about underneath the vehicle and how to get some of the squeaks and rattles to go away. One of the things you're going to be wanting to look at replacing is the sway bar bushings, both front and rear. And we replaced ours with some poly type, which should be quieter, and we also put some grease on them. So, and we actually have a video on that if you're interested. And then I'll show you a couple other little tricks that we've done to quieten this thing down. On these Toyota trucks, you have these pieces here where the body attaches to the frame, because this actually has a real boxed frame on this truck. So there's some rubber pieces that go up above it and help cushion between the body and the frame. So we spray those with fluid film. I'll show you that product here in a second. This is what fluid film looks like. It comes in a can, and you shake it up and you spray it. And you definitely want to make sure you have a piece of cardboard underneath where you're spraying it, because it's going to drip down. And then it starts to solidify almost into like a waxy-like substance real quick. And they use this a lot on farms for farm machinery, and I found it to be really wonderful for this type of application. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is talk about a little bit with using Armor All for certain applications. On your suspension system, there's going to be things like this upper ball joint, which has rubber pieces on it. These are natural rubber, and they're really good for spraying with Armor All. And then also like the bearing that goes on the top where the McPherson strut tops out at the very top where the coil springs go. In this case, we have a spacer. But above it is a rubber type bearing, and you want to keep that all lubricated. And all of your control arm pivot points and stuff, we use Armor All for all that stuff. And so far, this vehicle is almost 20 years old, and it's done this really well. So I think that's all we're going to talk about on this video. We did it as a special request, so thank you for requesting it, and thanks for watching. Tschüss.